Hey gang, it is Saturday night and Janet and I had to get out of the house. We've been stuck in the house for the last 3 days. So we decided to come out to a VFW hall.
See?
Because most of the people at the VFW hall are our age.
Or older.
Yeah. So we decided to come out here, relax, and have a drink or two. I did. Janet doesn't drink. But hang out with the old folks and see if we can have a little bit of fun. So anyhow, we're gonna go on inside. If they let us film inside, we'll do some filming in there. If not, then we'll have to tell you about it later. So you ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We'll go in here and then see what's happening.
Yeah, if there's nothing happening, there's a place up the road we can go to. A little speakeasy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to have some fun. Old folks having fun.
Alright, Saturday night and I ain't got no money. See, it's karaoke night at the VFW in Mineola.
Yep.
And man, they were good.
We didn't take
almost all of them.
We didn't take the camera out tonight to try to film because there was music playing, loud music. It was karaoke night.
Yep.
And we heard some
really good stuff.
And some people with bad voices and a few with fantastic voices.
Just one guy was bad, I think.
Well, there was the one girl that girl lost her way in that song. But yeah, one guy.
That's a nice way to put it.
One guy blew us away because he was one guy and he was singing The Highwayman and he was doing all the parts.
Cash,
yeah.
Willie Nelson,
Chris Christopherson,
yeah,
and Waylon Jennings.
Yeah, all of them.
And he was changing his voice to match their voices, and he was really good. He could have been a ventriloquist. But we had a good time.
The lady that did Creep.
Yes. Yeah, she did good. Yeah.
I'm so weird. I'm special. That one.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're so special. He's a creep. But we had a good time. We needed to get out. We needed to get out and just blow off a little steam because sitting around the RV and working on the property all the time, it gets old and just
cleaning dog hair and cleaning dog hair and cleaning dog hair.
Yeah.
And making sure. Oh, did I feed them? No, I didn't.
Not yet.
Not tonight.
So.
But, I mean, I question myself because of the dementia.
I'm the one that's getting dementia. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's telling me stuff over and over and over, y'all.
I think it's the first time she heard it. But then she says, "You've told me that 3 times." So.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I don't know if we're going to stop at another place or heading back home. That's up to Janet, so
I thought we were going to walk downtown.
We can if you want. We can go to RNA and walk around. But
yeah,
they're open till 1. He said, yeah, it's 11:45.
You can make last call. And they only have canned IPAs at date. But they did last time.
But it might be because it's mostly a cocktail bar, so I might be able to get my White Russian there.
Maybe.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, if they have cream, I'll start bringing it, man. Everybody has to send
go to a bar and bring your own.
Half and half.
Yeah, bring your own. What is it? Like mixers.
Good. All right, we're in Mineola. Still, we're at RNA Tavern. Going in. There's something special about this place. But anyway, we're going in now. Okay.
Beautiful night. A lot better than it was this afternoon, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be cooler day tomorrow.
Awesome. All right. We're good. We're in. Music. You got your White Russian. Okay. Here we go, guys. There it is. See what I just did? It says exit. That's the only reason anybody would know something was here. cool.
And it goes into the private drinking area, the smoking room.
Yeah, the smoking room. Yeah, this is just a part collection of their cigars. Upstairs is an entire room. Okay. And it's open. You want to go up there? Let's go up there.
It's game room. They changed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's go up and see.
Oh, no. I thought it was just the humidor room.
It used to be a private room for bachelor parties, bachelorette parties.
Yeah. Different music up here. Let me see. Oh, I hear a pool table. Yeah. There's the humidor. Oh, yeah. Pretty cool. They changed it up. Oh, it's locked. Isn't that nice, y'all? We won't film y'all.
Huh?
We won't film y'all.
Oh, no, you're fine. I bet that was fun to carry up here.
Yeah. Pretty nice. That's cool. They have a pool table up there now.
I don't have a free hand to open that door.
Oh, you just push. Awesome. See, just like New Orleans. You got a courtyard, places to sit. Look great. You're making some cypress benches.
Yeah.
Cypress trees out there.
It's like elephant feet. It's like elephant feet on the bottom.
Looks like to fit a butt. A lappy butt. Is this one of those fancy lighters? For cigarette butts. That's neat though. Yeah. Cool. You know I'm nosy. No, it won't move. Hey, hey! Almost fell. Yeah. Here. Trip over my own feet, you guys. No, there's a rug there. Okay. Okay. All you can hear is the fan. It feels good. I can do a commercial. What's that water commercial that girl from Reds does? Life water or something.
Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
It's this one here, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. It is now actually Sunday morning, about 12:15, and I've got something to show you here. We're in Mineola, Texas. That's where we've been tonight. And this little place right here used to be, back in the days, back in the 30s and 40s, it was a shoe shop where you could buy shoes. There's a train up here, but this place has a little bit of history behind it in the fact that Bonnie and Clyde came into town here to Mineola and were casing out the local bank to rob it. And Clyde was walking down this street, walked into the shoe store, and somehow got into a fight with the owner of the shoe store. And ended up, the owner of the shoe store was knocked out cold, beat up, and they found him. I guess a citizen was walking by later that evening and saw him laying inside the shoe store. And the guy didn't know who attacked him. He just knew that it was somebody who was a better fighter than him, I guess. But they later, he did get a license plate number, I believe, and a description of the car that they had left in or pulled up in, and gave it to the police, and they traced it back to Bonnie and Clyde. So Clyde had a little bit of history right here. We're going to turn around here on our way back to our place, and we're going to show you the bank that they were casing out, which they actually did not rob. because when they were casing it out, the bank was too busy and there's people coming and going all the time. So they decided not to try to rob this bank. The bank sat right here in front of us. It's now a visitor center. That was a bank that Bonnie and Clyde cased out, and they were by themselves at the time. They didn't have their gang with them, but they decided, nope, this bank is too busy, and it wasn't worth the trouble of possibly getting caught.
I heard they were in the burger shop.
Yes, they ate dinner right over here, and this is one of the places that while they were eating, they kind of hung out here. And it's the, let's see, yes, here it is. And today it is the East Texas Burger Company, and they make fantastic burgers and the best chicken fried steak I've ever had.
And just order one plate and split it.
Yeah,
I promise.
but while they were here, they ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner here, and would sit at a table next to the windows and keep their eyes on the bank across the street just to see how busy it was. And they decided that there was too much security, too many people, that they could get caught, and decided to leave Mineola alone. Now this is Mineola, Texas. It's not a big town. It's a small town with a lot of stuff to do here. It's a really cool little town. But you never know. Back in the day, I don't know how big Mineola was, but if you watch the famous Bonnie and Clyde film, if you watch the Warren Beatty's famous Bonnie and Clyde film, they actually do rob a bank in there in that film, and it says Mineola Bank on it. And that's what gave me the idea to come here to town, to Mineola, and find out where that bank was. Well, it turned out they never actually robbed a bank here, but they did use the name in the movie. And we found that out from the local historical museum.
Right.
So, a little bit of East Texas history. Hey gang, it's Monday evening. I just got home from work. I'm back on that large job that we started 2 weeks ago. And then we got pulled off of that job because they wanted to paint a bookcase and the ground molding. And they asked me, can we paint that after you put the wallpaper up? And I said, no, because it's a really expensive paper, and any paint that you get on there will not come off. So we had to pull off of the job. I had another job that I was able to move up to keep working a little bit that week, and then went back to that job, got ready to work, and the general contractor showed up on the day he said it would be ready for us. And I said, Greg, I don't believe this. Now the customer wants the entire upstairs painted. All the crown moldings, all the bookcases, all the doors, all the door frames, all the window frames, and the cabinets. So I said, okay, how long is this going to take? So he said, I have no idea. These painters are killing me. He said, they're killing me. They're setting me way back. But he said, I'll take care of you. I appreciate you. He really wants me to do this job. There's just not many paper hangers out in East Texas right now. And so he's nervous, and I'm going to bail on him and, find somebody else. So, which I could do and kind of feel like it, but I wouldn't do that to anybody. So I told him, don't worry about it. We'll be here for you. So I said, should I call you back in like 3 days? And he said, yeah, every 3 or 4 days, give me a call. He said, I don't know how long it's going to take them. So we took off, or I took off, me and my helper. 3 days later, I figured, I may give him a call today and see. And literally I was thinking, hey, right when I'm thinking about giving him a call, he calls me. Greg, they'll be finished on Friday, which was this last Friday. So he said, you want to go out there Saturday? I said, I'm not starting work on a Saturday. No, I'll go out there Monday. So we went out there today to work, and lo and behold, when the painters came in, they were supposed to brush everything. Well, because we weren't there, they decided, why should we just brush everything, which takes us longer? Let's use the spray rig. Their work turned out beautiful, really did. The problem is, they got overspray all over the sealer that we had put on the walls. So I had to completely refloat areas in there, completely put brand new sealer on it. So I thought I was going to be hanging wallpaper today, and no, I got to go out there and do another day's worth of prep. It's 4 days of prep on this job. So I'll start hanging wallpaper tomorrow, hopefully. But at least the job is going again. Problem is now it's about a 6 or 7 day job, and next Monday I have another job scheduled. So I told the general contractor, I'm not pulling off this job. I've moved them twice because of issues with this job. And he said, no, Greg, I totally understand. He said, you do whatever you got to do. Just thanks for bearing with me on this, and we'll get it all taken care of. And he said, hey, I'm gonna make sure that we take care of you in the end of this. And I said, I don't need any extra money. Just pay me what you owe me when the job's over with. So, story of my life. So anyhow, that's what's going on. Just got home. Janet's sitting with the dogs over there. And then last night, she goes out to bring the dog in. We're using the restroom. And somehow, the leash got tightened, I guess you could say. It's tied around her ring finger on her left hand. And the dog...
That way or this way?
Towards you.
Oh.
And so when the dog came in all excited, and Janet couldn't let go of the leash. So, yeah. So now, her ring finger is swollen, and she can't get her ring off, which I don't mind that part at all.
It won't cut them off hardly anyway.
Yeah,
But
that's a good thing. Mine doesn't either.
it's already better.
I mean, mine does come off, but I don't ever take it off.
It was tied in a knot around this, and he took off because of the gunfire, and I wanted it in the house, and she wanted him because of the gunfire. And
yeah, one of our neighbors over yonder was shooting guns in their backyard or something. It scared our dog, so he took off running for the RV, and Janet wasn't ready and pulled her finger off.
Yeah.
Tuesday, guys. This is the job that we're on. This is prepped, and we'll probably start it in a day or two. I'll show you what I got done today. Okay. I got this room done today. Still a mess. We haven't picked up scraps yet. But it's plaid. And if you've never hung wallpaper before, plaids are the absolute worst papers to hang. Because a plaid has vertical lines and horizontal lines. And if you don't keep it completely straight, the paper looks crooked. And if you do keep it completely straight, if the doors are slightly off or the corners are slightly off, then it makes the corners look crooked. So you kind of have to play a little dance with hanging the paper perfectly straight and then a little bit crooked if the wall's a little bit crooked. So it takes about 2 to 3 times as long as most patterns do. But it's done. I got all the little pieces in where they need to go. All the little pieces. I still have this room to do, which will probably start in the morning, and then the large area that I showed you at the start of this video. And then we have a powder bath downstairs, but it's not ready yet, so that'll be for another day. I'm out here looking at a toy hauler. Our RV's having quite a few issues, our motorhome. And so anyways, the gentleman that's running the job site that we're on right now, he owns this toy hauler. And Janet and I were thinking, well, maybe we'll just buy another RV we'll keep the motor home, just use it on our property for storage right now. But this is a nice little setup. It's 2016, and we may be interested to see what the price is on it. The price seems ridiculously cheap on it, so I'm sure it has a few issues, but the owner said he didn't know of any. It's got a big deer back there, like a mule deer with its antlers on it, the head. It's a trophy. But that's a toy hauler back there, which I could actually use as an office. And then everything else, I believe, works. Needs a real deep cleaning, but it's actually not bad. Not bad. So I'll show you a further away picture of the outside of this thing, but it does have his construction company name on it, so I don't know if he'd like for me to put that out there. But yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So it's 2016 model, and he's wanting about 1/8 of the original price, the manufacturer's price. It is 10 years old, so it's probably a good deal. I would say that this would probably be a $10,000 to $12,000 unit. And right now, Janet and I, the only reason we need another RV is so that we can have something until we have our house built. So we'll see. Okay guys, this is what I got done today. I was using you see a red line up here probably. Just using a laser level to keep it as straight as possible. Still got that to go. And this is the room I started yesterday, and we should finish it tomorrow. Hopefully I'll finish it tomorrow. Plaids are the hardest papers to hang, especially in remodel homes, because most of the walls are not going to be straight. So you have to hang the plaid a little bit crooked to make the walls look straight. Hard to figure out, but in this section, when I get over to here and hung this piece back to here, I do that first and I stop it here, and I come back and hang my inside piece over to here, and then the fun begins, because I have to line up the lines here and here. And that creates a mismatch. This is actually a mismatch. This area does not match. And what I mean by that is, if you look, the pattern has a blue stripe, a gold stripe, a blue stripe, a gold stripe. There should be a blue one there. But because of having to turn the wallpaper in and go around, that blue stripe was eliminated. So I still have to follow the horizontal stripes and the vertical stripes. So when I put this piece in, you see the blue stripe matches. But the blue stripe that is right here, when I wrap this in, came all the way around to here, so it got eliminated. But I was able to line up all the horizontal and vertical stripes, so it worked out in the end. But that's what we got done today. That, and then down this hallway. And we're stopping right here for today. So tomorrow we'll have the rest of this little area to hang. And depending on what the general contractor wants me to do, I'll be able to finish this one. But we sent him a picture of this. They pulled the frame off of the window, and I want to know, does he want me to hang around it and then put the frame back up over the paper, or does he want me to wait until it's up? It would probably be better to wait until it's up, because they may damage the paper, but it's up to him. Either way. Alright guys, it's Friday afternoon, about 3:30, and I finished all of this job that can be finished. I can't do this wall because they had to replace this mirror. and they still have not put the trim around it, and then they're gonna have to paint it, so I can't put wallpaper up against it because they'll get paint on the wallpaper. But this is the wallpaper job. This thing had all kinds of crazy little pieces that I had to put in places. Like that one there, little bitty piece up there, right along in this little joint here. And this is a makeup area. We're still cleaning everything up, so I got scraps all over the floor. But it turned out really nice for a plaid. And guys, do not ever hang a plaid unless you 100% know that your walls are perfectly straight. This is the second story of a multi-million-dollar home, and every single wall was crooked, so I was having to hang the plaid crooked in places so that it looked straight. So this room took me probably 50% longer than what it should have. And this is the library area of this upstairs area. These are where the library shelves go. And then this is the gentleman's office that I'm coming into now. They're still working on paint. Oops. They're still working on paint over in this area. But big room, big room. And this one was fun to do with the plaid, getting it to match underneath and across. That was not fun. And surprisingly, I was able to get it to match pretty well, coming up onto the ceiling, this direction, and I was able to keep it nice and straight across the top of that fur down. So I'm real happy with this one. This was a tough job, very tough job. Both of these door jambs were crooked, so I hung this piece inside of here crooked so that I could keep the line going straight down the door jamb, so when you stand back and look at it, it looks like it's actually straight. Had I hung this straight, the door jambs would have really looked crooked. Yeah, this house sits on a beautiful lake. Isn't that gorgeous? Wouldn't you like to have that in your backyard? And they're expanding this house. They're adding about 50% more to it. So, but it turned out really nice. Homeowners are happy, so I'm happy. Looks good. I get to go home and get some rest.
Friday. Yeah, well, lawnmower man supposed to be bringing us the lawnmower tomorrow. He said he couldn't make it today, so it's a little overgrown, just a little bit. But I did spray it, you know, around here, and I got my weed eater going with more lime, but it's been too hot, man. But, so instead, I've been cleaning out my closet, got some boots and hiking shoes I'm going to take to the Connex over there, and pulled a bunch of elderberries that's been growing up in my wood pile. I've been throwing them in the freezer, man. I've been looking up stuff to do with elderberries. Elderberries. Oh my goodness. It's a war, you guys. Out here with bugs, ants. I pulled a bunch of the elderberries. Been throwing them in the freezer. And now you can make elderberry pie, elderberry syrup. The only thing is, anything green or stems is toxic. I think they said something like a cyanide. But looks like some bugs are getting it. But But I did cut off a bunch of nice ripe ones. Not enough for a pie yet. This is kind of sparse. But they get real dark. Even darker than that. And this one lady had a storage unit garage sale thing. Goes, you got elderberries? Oh, bring me your elderberries. You got sassafras trees. Bring me the sassafras trees. You got yucca plants. Oh, bring. I'm not going to drive all the way out there to. I think it's Gilmer, or yeah, it's Gilmer, I think. And sometimes they're open, sometimes they're not. So anyway, so I started looking up for myself. And I'm thinking, okay, I know sassafras, you make tea, which I do have some root that I did dry. And yes, I made some tea, and it does smell like root beer. And yes, it is pleasant. I just boil the little roots. And well, I peel off the bark part and then boil it with some hot water and just sip it. And it doesn't do nothing to you. I mean, it just has a nice flavor, like a little bit of licorice type root beer flavor. It's good. But I'm going to pull some beignet dough that we bought from Sasquatch. Looked up those recipes. And the little square slices of dough. And it's supposed to be beignet, like New Orleans. And defrost them and then deep fat fry them. I'm going to try that. So, I'll give you a heads up on that. And then we're supposed to get rain. Tons of rain. Some rain finally. So that's good. And we're in a burn ban right now. I ain't been putting nothing in the burn barrel. But that's about it, I guess. Dogs have been good. And just shedding like crazy. It is what it is. But oh, my neighbor brought me some big cucumbers. I have a couple in the fridge still, but he's got big ones. I tried them though. Mine's really sweeter. His are a little bit bitter, and I like mine better.